Strap on your crash helmets, class. Today we're looking at masculinity gone absolutely hog-fucking wild. Have you ever wondered what it would be like if the dial for masculinity was cranked to 11, snapped off and then used to open a beer? Well, like all my previous classes, you're about to find out, so buckle in and assume crash positions. Welcome to the year 2099, and the testosterone-infused, iron-pumping world of the brutalitarian mantropolis. Where political correctness results in execution, skipping leg day results in exile, and safe spaces are an alien concept, something from a long-forgotten era of girly men. Women, once central to the workforce, have been ejected from their roles and thrust into a dystopian spectacle known as the Femlympics. Comprising events designed by hyper-masculine men fueled by a binge diet of Schwarzenegger, Rambo, Die Hard, and 300, the Femlympics are a sight to behold. In the Extreme Ironing Championships, women don Kevlar-enhanced aprons, becoming domestic gladiators as they iron through an obstacle course. Tackling fire-breathing laundry baskets, and electrified trouser presses, culminating in the piece de resistance. Contestants are suspended upside down like bat-loving stunt women, tasked with ironing the hardest material known to the domestic world. A crumpled, ultra-thick, king-sized fitted sheet. Each wrinkle eliminated under duress is a point earned, each scorch mark a painful deduction. Next comes the washing-up triathlon, a test of speed, stamina, and scrubbing ability, as blindfolded contestants sprint between the sink, the drying rack, and the cupboard, armed with nothing but sponges, dish soap and a sense of direction. Then there's the laundry relay race, where women, draped in white aprons, the dirtier, the better, race to wash, dry, fold, and pack clothes. Contestants risk everything, dodging detergent avalanches and battling with wildly shaking stacked washing machines on maximum spin cycle, all while the crowd cheers and jeers from the safety of their reclining armchairs. But the manocalypse doesn't stop there. The pole dance Grand Prix requires the agility of a John Wick and the charisma of a Van Damme. Participants must complete a grueling pole circuit that includes motorized poles, flaming rings, and the occasional cameo from a patriotic bald eagle. Extreme Bake-Off is the crowning jewel of the Femlympics. Contestants engage in a white-knuckle ride of concocting culinary masterpieces amid cake mix tornadoes and a rain of razor-sharp spatulas. All this while attempting to maintain the perfect soufflé in treacherously swaying kitchens set atop semi-trailer trucks speeding down highways. In this manly man's world, gold and silver are for pussies and philosophical teachings have been rewritten. Jewelry now comprises nuts, bolts, spark plugs, and skip chains, a true testament to industrial strength and grit. The gleam of gold is now lawfully reserved only for power tools, and the shimmer of silver is seen in the sheen of a perfectly tuned chainsaw and Harley-Davidson frame. Nietzsche's works and teachings are now revised into new editions of Beyond Steak and Potatoes, and thus spoke testosterone. Chivalry and romanticism aren't dead, they've been incinerated. Candlelit dinners are a forgotten fantasy, replaced by the carnage of barbecue cook-offs, where men fight for a woman's favor through a primal demonstration of grilling prowess. The potential suitor's worth is measured by his ability to perfectly grill a 20-pound T-bone steak amidst a blaze of fire and testosterone. Every workplace canteen is now an ad hoc gym filled with blenders, and the constant clanging of weights. The vending machines have gone on a diet, their insides hollowed out and filled with protein bars and shakes. Nutrition labels are simplified. The only numbers men care about now are how much protein and calories they can cram into their muscle-strained bodies. And don't even think about suits. They're as banned as emotions in this land. The dress code is camo shorts and stringers, because nothing shouts leadership like biceps on display and the ever-present threat of a wardrobe malfunction. Beard measuring contests and cigar smoking are now mandatory, codified into the treatise of masculinity. The beverages of choice? Beer strong enough to curl your toes and make your vision do backflips. Alcohol-free beer, and any beer with an alcohol content under 8%, and all wines are banned. This dystopia quenches its thirst with brews so potent they could fuel a SpaceX rocket to Mars. Every halftime at major male sporting events has been turned into a homage to 80s action heroes, their explosive montages filling the screen, backed by the ear-splitting roar of heavy rock music. Soccer? Full contact, no penalties. It's now the game of real men, where the offside rule has been swapped for the last man standing rule. All cars have been replaced by monster trucks, turning grocery trips into adrenaline-pumped destruction derbies. Getting groceries isn't about popping down to the local store. It's a high-octane adventure that might include a detour through a demolition site, a leap over a raging inferno, or a pile-up at the protein shake drive-thru. The weeks have been adjusted with another twist. Mondays are now Mandays, a sacred day dedicated to hunting and fishing trips, where men brave the wild armed with nothing but their six-pack abs, a spear, shield, and Spartan helms. Work is banned on Monday. The only board meetings allowed are those conducted on a fishing boat or around a campfire deep in the forest. That wraps up today's foray into the crazy world of masculinity gone mental. When's the last time you went hunting with just your abs and spear? Don't forget to hit subscribe, or don't, I'm not your therapist. Join me next time for another exciting episode of Sometimes I Wish I Drove a Monster Truck When I'm Stuck in Traffic.